Hey friends, welcome back to another video. My name is Emma Lefebvre, and today I'm going to be demoing my special Craftamo brushes that are coming out this Friday, which is October 29th, 2021. I've already done a video showing you guys the brushes, but now I'm going to show you them in action and why I absolutely love them and why you may too. So let's jump right in and start. Okay, so here are the brushes. I have shown you guys these before in a previous video, so if you've already seen it, you can definitely skip ahead, but I'm just gonna quickly show them to you before we start painting. So I designed the illustrations, the watercolor florals for this box, and Craftamo did an absolutely incredible job packaging these brushes. It looks so amazing. I'm so excited about it. So let's open them up. This is a 4-piece watercolor brush set. These are my go-to brushes. If I had to only paint with 4 brushes ever again, this would be it. So inside is more of my floral illustrations. It has both Craftamo's and my Instagram handles, so you guys can tag us if you guys get your brushes or if you'd like to share your work with us. And then it comes with another little illustration here of the full painting if you want to, frame it or something. And then some more information about the brushes on the back. So let's take a look at the beautiful brushes. So here are the brushes. You get a 3/4 inch mop brush, which is great for backgrounds and big washes. You get a size 12 round brush, which I think I'm the most excited for. You get a size 6 round brush, which is great for detail. And then lastly, you get a size 2 round brush for that tiny, tiny detail, which is also great to have. Okay, so before we jump into the painting, I just want to tell you what the difference is between these brushes and some brushes that you may already have. When Craftamo sent me their bamboo brushes a while ago, these are the bamboo ones, I absolutely fell in love. The reason why is because their bristles are much shorter and a little bit thicker than typical brushes that I usually have. So I'm quickly just going to show you a comparison between my size 12 Craftamo Emma Lefebvre brush and the size 12 snap brush. And I love the snap brushes by Princeton. They have been my go-to for very long and they're still incredible brushes. But one thing I loved about the Craftamo brushes and the reason why we designed my brushes like this is because of those bristles. So you can see the difference in length. See how it starts to go off to a point a bit earlier, and they are a bit shorter and a bit thicker, which I really, really love. And for me, I found I had the most control that way. So that was something imperative in this design that I really, really wanted for my own set. The other thing I made sure that these brushes had were a really nice stiff snap to them. And for those who don't know, a snap is just basically when you kind of go like this and they snap right back into place. It's not a soft brush. Like some other brushes I've tried. They're nice and stiff, but for me and for beginners, I find having a stiffer brush makes for great control. So that's one thing I really loved about this brush. They're very similar to the Craftamo bamboo brushes, but the great thing about this set is that they're designed by me and they also have different sizes. So the bamboo set came with a size 6 and a size 2 round. Which are similar to these in performance, but these ones obviously look different. They're white, glossy, and they have my little logo on them, but the bamboo set did not come with a mop brush or a size 12 round, which for me are very important to have in my set. So these two I'm most excited about, and the set as a whole I'm just thrilled about. So let's stop chatting and we're gonna get into painting. I'm gonna do 2 demos for you. I'm gonna do a quick little floral illustration, and then I'm gonna show you a quick landscape piece just to show you how versatile these brushes can be and the range of them. So let's jump right in and start. Okay, so first I'm going to start off with my signature florals, and for this I want to use the size 12. I just feel like it's going to be the best shape and size for the big flowers that I tend to do. So I'm going to use my go-to pink, my permanent rose from my Winsor & Newton Professional palette. And I'm just going to start off with, let's put it this way actually. I'm going to start off with a peony. And look at that point. I love that it has a great point, but it also just has this chunky kind of bristle where it's just nice and thick, so you can get these really nice thick strokes. And the great thing about this is that you can have really, really thick strokes, but you could also have really, really thin strokes with the tip of this. So see those big, thick strokes pushing down to the belly of the brush? And then you can do some nice thin ones that almost look like it's done with a size 6. Like so. And then just using the tip of this brush, you can do your little squiggles. And it does hold a decent amount of water too, which is great. I love how thick some of those lines are and the strokes are. It's awesome. Just going to do some more around. Like that. Okay, I'm going to grab a bit more pigment. Just drop some color in there. Like so. Like that. All right. Now let's do another color. I'm going to add some yellow. So you can do a peach rose next to it. And see, even though I'm using like a size 12 brush, which is very thick and big, you can still get these amazing tiny thin strokes with this light pressure in this tip. Like, look at those thick strokes. I love it. Like so. And then lastly, let's just do another flower down here. Maybe I'll add a bit of magenta, make it a slightly different color pink. I'm just going to do a little curve down there, and then we'll have this one kind of pointing down. Like so. Now let's get some greenery in here. I'm going to grab some sap green and go in between my flowers to create some greenery, having some parts bleed. This is amazing for leaves. Love it. I'm gonna have some greenery in there. Kind of my go-to composition for these flowers. Like so. I'm going to grab a little bit of darker green. And just go back to the stems of those. Maybe the tip, just to have a little bit of a color bleed. Like so. Okay, I'm going to do a couple more leaves around the sides, just darkening up a bit. Actually, let's grab our size 6 for some of those smaller ones. And just like dabbing the brush down, the bristles down, you get this like perfect leaf shape. Look at that. Just creating a stem and then dabbing it. It's like the most perfect leaf shape. with the shape of these bristles. It's like zero effort to create the most perfect leaves. So easy. Love it. Let's create some smaller buds maybe. Let's do a little bit of yellow, maybe a little bit of yellow ochre so it's not as bright. You do some little buds here. The size 6 is great for this. A little bit of green for the stem. You can get some really tiny details with just like this brush alone. That. And then I'm just going to do the center of this one. And the center of this one. And let's try that size 2 for like the tiniest detail. Let's see what this size can do. Look how tiny that is. So usually for a size 2, it's kind of like my go-to lettering brush. I find the size perfect for doing some like watercolor lettering, but it's also great, like I said, for this tiny, tiny little detail. So cute. Let's grab a little like pink. We'll do some little pink buds or something. And then we'll connect it all with some greenery. Maybe do some up here. And the reason why it's great to use like a small brush like this for the tiny little detail is that it doesn't hold as much water as a bigger brush. So there's less of a chance that you'll have less chance that you'll have those unwanted bleeds when you try to connect, because you control a lot better. So see, I'm just touching just a tiny bit to connect those. And you can just really control it with a tiny brush. Like so. And there you go. There are our beautiful florals. Loved using it for this. Definitely my go-to brush sizes and shapes. So happy with that. Okay, now let's do like a quick little landscape. I'm going to start off with a backwash of blue for the sky, which is what this brush is meant for. Those nice big washes that you do. Okay. Cover a lot of surface area. And then I'm going to take my size 6 brush and I'm going to do some trees in the background just using this darker green color. And I'm going to do it wet on wet so they kind of look like they're nice and blurred, like they're in the distance. And then we'll do some ones on the top when it's dry. Like so, and then we're gonna wait for this to dry and then do some more on top to have them a bit sharper. Okay, there they go, they're nice and dry. Let's get some more bit darker pigment and we're gonna do some wet on dry to get those nice crisp trees. This size 6 brush is like perfect. The tip is perfect for this. It's just so pointed. You can get those really nice fine lines for evergreen trees, which is perfect. Did I say perfect enough? So then you just do this all the way down the line and then you can blend out the bottom as well, just to make it look like the trees kind of fade off. And then that's about it. So there is the demo of our watercolor florals and our landscapes. It's perfect for both and for everything. Like I said, these are my go-to brush sizes and shapes. This is all I would actually need when painting, so I'm so happy with how they turned out. So if you're interested in getting your own Emma Lefebvre brush set from Craftamo, make sure to go to craftamo.com. They launch at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on October 29th, 2021. And I hope you guys are able to get yourself some, and I hope you love them as much as I do. Make sure if you have any questions, comment below. You can also reach out to Craftamo on their Instagram for any questions you may have. And that's about it. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.